Hey friends, welcome to Carpooling with Jesus. Maybe you're on your way to school, finishing up breakfast, or taking a break from your homeschool. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Pastor Justin, and this month we're talking about big moments from the Bible, stories that Jesus would have learned about when he was a kid. Today we're talking about standing up for what's right, even when it's tough. Ever been in a situation when doing the right thing felt scary? Well, that's what happened to Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They faced something really scary. Let's dive in. Today's verse comes from Daniel chapter 3, verse 17. If we are thrown into the blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to deliver us from it. Wow, that's a huge verse. So what happened? Why were they going to be thrown into a blazing furnace? Well, let me tell you about the story. In the book of Daniel, King Nebuchadnezzar built a huge golden statue and demanded that everyone bow to it when they played music in the city. And if they didn't, into the fiery furnace they'd go. But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego refused. They only worshiped God. The king heard about this and was furious. He gave them one last chance. But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, even though it was scary, stood firm. They said, God can save us. But even if he doesn't, we won't bow down. So into the fire they went. The fire was burning so hot, it even killed the guards that threw them into the furnace. But then something amazing happened. When Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were thrown in to the blazing furnace, instead of burning, they were unharmed. Even more amazing, a fourth figure, an angel, was seen in the furnace with them. King Nebuchadnezzar looked in and said, "How many did we throw in? Because there are 4 people in there right now." When Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego stepped out of the furnace, they didn't even smell like smoke. The king was so amazed that he praised God and changed the law. If Jesus was sitting with us right now, he might say, standing up for what's right isn't always easy. Sometimes it can feel lonely and scary, but remember, you're never alone. Just like I was with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, I will be with you too. Jesus doesn't always remove hard things from our lives, but he always walks through those hard things with us. This reminds me of a story. Cannon's school had a no phones rule, but one day his friends started sneaking out of class. "Come on, Cannon, the teacher won't know." Cannon didn't want to be the only one following the rule. But he remembered that doing the right thing matters. So he said, "No thanks, I'm going to follow the rules." His friends rolled their eyes, but later, when they got caught, one whispered, "I wish I had done what Cannon did." See, Cannon didn't face a furnace, but he faced the pressure to do the wrong thing by some of his friends. And just like God was with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, God was with Cannon too when he decided to follow the rules. Remember, no matter where you are, no matter how you're listening, God loves you and he's there for you. If you liked today's episode, parents, share it with one of your parent friends so they can have faith-filled conversations too. Here's a question for you to talk about before you move along your day. Have you ever had to stand up for something you believed in? How did it feel? I can't wait to see you tomorrow on Carpooling with Jesus.